Ford dominated the event in every way. They turned up with a new car, a new livery, and then took the top 2 spots. Marcus Gronholm took his 7th Rally Finland win, equaling Hannu Mikkola's record. All the more remarkable as they've all come in the last 8 years. But it was a hard-fought victory, as he was pushed all the way by his teammate Prev Ger.
When I was private driver in 90s, I could never believe that I can win 7 times here.
Mikko has never looked more ready to step into Gronholm's shoes should the double world champion decide to retire anytime soon. Despite the odd hairy moments, he barely put a foot wrong, finishing second, just 24 seconds behind Gronholm. Sebastian Loeb did all he could to rain on the parade of Marcus and Mikko's home event, but it seemed there was nothing the Frenchman could do to catch the Finns, finished the rally in 3rd.
The Ford are too fast in front and I cannot do anything.
Loeb's teammate Danny Sordo was able to do even less. He was in 5th and on course to add to Citroen's points tally. He was forced to retire on stage 15 with engine problems. Further down the field, Jan Kopecky was in the running for a championship point. His campaign came unstuck at stage 21. After the long summer break, rally fans were eager to get close to the action, but perhaps not that close. But that was just a scratch compared to the off that ended the Manfred Stoll's rally. Both he and co-driver Ilkka Minor escaped unharmed after that roll on stage 13. Certainly an unlucky number for the OMV pilot. Another driver who's no stranger to bad luck is Subaru's Petter Solberg. He was hemorrhaging time as he suffered handling problems in the new Impreza, and at the end of stage 15, it was all too much for the Norwegian, who retired from the rally. It wasn't all doom and gloom for Subaru, however. Chris Atkinson looked completely at ease in his Impreza over the weekend. The Australian was in 4th after stage 3, and it was a position he held for the rest of the rally. Subaru's new recruit Chevy Potts became more comfortable behind the wheel of his Impreza after an early scare on stage 8. The Spaniard finished 6th, earning himself 3 championship points. Confirmation then of Ford's dominance, leaving Loeb in 3rd. Subaru will be relieved that at least 2 of their cars finished in the points, while privateers Arbour and Osberg finished in 7th and 8th. In the drivers' standings, Gronholm extends his lead to 13 points over Loeb, while Hirvonen trails him by just 5 points in 3rd, meaning Solberg is the only mover, taking 5th place from his brother. In the manufacturers' table, Ford now stand 40 points clear of Citroen. Subaru extend their lead over Stobart VK Ford by a single point. The Munchies team added 5 points to their tally. The last time Sebastian Loeb stood on the top step of the podium was back in Argentina. This is something the reigning world champion will be hoping to change at the upcoming Rally Germany. Loeb is a master of the German asphalt stages and has taken top honours there every year since its inclusion in the WRC calendar. The Tarmac King talks us through what to expect at the ADAC Rally Deutschland.
In Germany you have three different types of roads. It's Saarland, which is very narrow, very fast, but very good tarmac. And you have another type is in the wines, so it's a lot of junction, sometimes a bit dusty and with a lot of grip changing, a lot of different tarmac. And it's also the Baumholder Milita area. It's a kind of concrete with some places a very good grip and some places it's very slippery, especially when it's wet.
And those military stages, among the most notorious in the WRC calendar, are home to the infamous Hinkel Steins.
It's some concrete on the side of the road, which can be dangerous when you hit it. I think at the start it's for the tank, and but we have no tank. We have some rally cars, so for sure when you drive at 200 km in the middle of these kind of things, it's sometimes difficult.
And as if that wasn't enough to contend with, there's always the weather.
The problem with the weather in Germany is that in August it's a lot of storms there, and so when it rains it's a lot of water on the road, and so to choose a good tire it's really difficult, and sometimes you are with slick tire on water like this, so it's really tricky.
As well as a majestic style on tarmac, the Frenchman seems to have an uncanny knack of making the right tyre choices, something that's undoubtedly helped him there in the past. But being so close to home, there's another secret to his success here: it's adoring fans.
Yeah, it's always a lot of people there, and a lot of fans for me from Germany, France, and a lot of people. Also my friends and my family, which are coming there because it's close from where I come from. So it helps you to have an extra motivation. But okay, it's not a miracle. You have still to push hard and to fight for the victory.
But between Loeb and another victory in Germany stand 356 kilometres of stages over 3 days, and this year's rally is based in the historic city of Trier. Loeb is sure to face stiff competition from his teammate Danny Sordo, who finished second here last year, not to mention the Ford duo of Kierman and Gronholm, who partly struggled to keep up with them on the gravel of Finland, will be eager to get his own back on the Blackstone.
I'm happy to come back on tarmac also, and hopefully we will be able to beat Marcus and to take him some points for the championship.
While a confident Sen is packing his bags for Rally Germany, he'll do well to remember that the current championship leader has finished on the podium there almost every year. The only exception being 3 years ago, he retired in what was to be a vicious rally. We take a look at Rally Germany 2004, when the tarmac event gave some big names an even bigger fright. On day one, Marcus Gronholm was the first to fall victim to the wet and slippery German stages, and on one of the first corners of the rally.
Push, 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 push!
They managed to get the car going again, but the damage was done, and Marcus was forced to retire his Peugeot 307 from the rally.
Just trained before we came here. We were on the normal slick tires. I don't know, it was really the first corner on the stage, and I was braking early, but then I took the corner and I lost the rear and out.
After Gronholm's departure on stage one, Danny Solo was up to third in the standings, on only his second drive in a works Mitsubishi, when things went a little wrong on stage two. That shriek said it all. Game over for the Spaniard. While the rest of the day passed with little to match that, torrential rain the following morning soon threw a spanner in the works. On stage 9, Roman Cresta was lying in 7th in his Skoda Fabia, eager to catch Gilles Pizzi, who lay less than a second ahead of him. As he fought to catch Pizzi, Cher pushed hard in the hazardous conditions. Perhaps a little too hard. Cresta's front suspension was too badly damaged to continue, so it was an early mark for him too. But the pressure wasn't off Frenchman Gilles Pizzi. He was left flying the flag for Mitsubishi after Danny Solo's retirement the previous day, but the sheer volume of water on the stage was enough to catch out even the experienced Frenchman as he aquaplaned. After pirouetting off the stage and into a tree, the Frenchman's campaign was over. But the biggest was yet to come. Peter Solberg was in 4th and hoping to challenge for a podium place going into stage 12. His co-driver Bill Mills picks up the story.
Car drifted sideways, which is never normally a problem, but they just clipped the concrete block, and then we started rolling, and we started rolling over. Everything about it was wrong. Every time we rolled, we landed on the roof on another Hinkelstein, so it just made it worse and worse and worse each time we rolled. So just one of those things.
That carnage is all the proof you need that Germany is no ordinary tarmac rally. Some of the biggest names have come unstuck here, and more than one car consigned to the scrap heap. Make sure you tune in for this year's Rally Deutschland. It will be the start of the World Champions fight back. That's all for another Rally magazine. Stay logged on to WRC.com to follow all the latest news.